This is Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide, and I'm here to bring you this week's report of California companies that will be laying off workforce, where we received their notice between June 20th and June 26th. Now, if you're new to me, let me share why this information is so important for me to share each and every week. It was many, many years ago. I was getting ready to purchase a piece of property. I was super excited. I was getting ready to get the asset. The seller was excited. They were getting ready to get the proceeds from selling their home. I had signed my loan documents. I go back to work and I find out that myself and 399 other people were getting laid off that day. You can only imagine what I was feeling like. I mean, literally, I was like, oh my gosh, this loan can't fund. It's due to fund in hours. Okay. I had to call my mortgage broker at the time, my realtor at the time, and say, look, you can't fund this loan. I don't have a job. I faxed them over the paperwork. Yes, I said fax. We hardly fax these days. Everything's email. But I faxed over my, documents saying that my services were no longer needed. And thankfully, I was able to unravel the transaction, right? But I lost money in the process. I didn't get my deposit back. I didn't get the money I paid for a home inspection and appraisal report, or for the property to be appraised. I didn't get any of that back. So the reason why I share this information is twofold. One, what would you do differently if you knew there was a possibility that you might get laid off? Like, would you not go on that shopping spree, not buy that new house, new car, go on that lavish vacation? Would you dust off your resume and update it, put some fillers out there? Would you start that new business that you've been thinking about? Like, what would you do differently? And then the second thing is, I want you to know that you don't have to lose your house just because you lost your job or you're facing a financial hardship. Literally, life happens to everybody. So whether you have a loss of income due to a death, a divorce, an illness, an injury, or layoff, there are options available. But get this, they are not automatic. You're not going to automatically get help from your lender. So this is a good time to tell you, if you've experienced a loss of income and you're like, look, I don't need to listen to this entire list. Maybe you're listening for a family or friend, or better yet, share the video with them, share my channel with them. But you may have already experienced a loss of income. I want you to pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. Again, that's 714-914-7254. I've been helping clients for years lower their mortgage payment, make it more affordable so they don't have to exhaust all their savings trying to make their mortgage payment each month. So this is the deal. I am going to give you a date the company is laying off, and the name of the company, of course, how many they're laying off, and the location. Okay, so I'm going to give you all that information. Unfortunately, I don't have the name, so I don't know if you're in that number. But at least if you have your company's name, you may want to, hold tight, sit tight, get your financial affairs in order. All things mortgage and real estate. So whether you need a buy, whether you need a sell, whether you need a finance, whether you need a refinance, whether you need to save your home in some type of capacity. So whether it's a forbearance plan, a repayment plan, a loan modification, whatever that is, I'm all things mortgage and real estate with over 18 years of experience. Okay, so let's get started. And before I do, well, you know what? I'm going to start with the list. I'm going to go through them and I will show you what I did for a client at the end of this video. Usually right now is when I pause and show it to you. But you know what? We're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to go ahead and go through the companies that will be laying off workforce, where we received and processed their notice between June 20th and June 26th. And then after that, I'm going to share with you one of the success stories of one of my clients, what I helped them to obtain with their mortgage company. So I'm going to give these companies in alphabetical order if I didn't say that already. So again, if I get past the letter that your company starts with and you think you're safe, you may want to check previous videos, because maybe I shared your company in those previous videos. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. August 24th, we have AT&T at the 5001 location. They are laying off 19 people at 5001 Executive Parkway in San Ramon. You have August 24th, AT&T is laying off 37 people at 5005 Executive Parkway in San Ramon. August 31st, Aviana Healthcare is laying off 3 people at 338 Via Vera Cruz, Suite 210 in San Marcos. You have August 31st, Aviana Healthcare is laying off 1 person at 23046 Avenida de la Carlota, Suite 210 in Laguna Hills. August 19th, California Institute of Technology is laying off 54 people at 4800 Oak Grove Drive in La Canada, Flint Ridge, California, of course. September 27th, Corteva Agriscience is laying off 4 people at 901 Lover Ridge Road in Pittsburgh. Then you have November 8th. Corteva Agriscience is laying off 2 people at 901 Lover Ridge Road in Pittsburgh. July 26th, Dexcom Inc. is laying off 535 people at 6340 and 6350 Sequence Drive in San Diego. August 23rd, Ginkgo Bioworks is laying off 3 people at 1440 Stanford Avenue in Emeryville. August 23rd, Ginkgo Bioworks Inc. is laying off 10 people at 5858 Horton Street, Suite 401 in Emeryville. August 23rd, ITC Federal is laying off 44 people at 24,000 Avila Road in Laguna Niguel. August 30th, JR Simplot Company is laying off 108 people at 16777 South Howland Road in Lathrop. August 23rd, Lacework Inc. is laying off 180 people at 391 San Antonio Road, floor 3 in Mountain View. August 20th, Moxion Power Company is laying off 101 people at 1414 Harbor Way South, number 1901 in Richmond. August 26th, Planet Labs PBC is laying off 98 people at 645 Harrison Street, 4th floor in San Francisco. August 26th, Trago Dugan Aviation of Grand Island is laying off 10 people at 6751 Woodrum Circle, number 200 in Reading. And last but not least, August 30th, Trago Dugan Aviation of Grand Island, Inc. is laying off 6 people at 3561 Boeing Avenue in McKinleyville. So that is this week's list of California companies that will be laying off workforce where we received their notice and processed it between June 20th and June 26th. Now, remember, I'm sharing this information because I'm all things mortgage and real estate related. I want you to know if you've experienced a loss of income due to a death, divorce, illness, injury, or layoff, you do not have to lose your home. Just because you lost your job or you're facing a financial hardship, I want you to know you can pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. Because guess what? I've been helping clients for years save on their mortgage payment, help them when they were having financial difficulty. I was helping them because I'm all things mortgage and real estate related. Now, I promised you that I would share a modification with you, what I was able to help one of my clients get. They had faced a financial hardship. They had Wells Fargo. You should be able to see my screen right now prayerfully. So when they came to me, they had a Wells Fargo. Their mortgage payment was $1,225.90. It included principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And their interest rate was 4.375%. If you can see that it's highlighted to the right. I was able to help them stay in their home, modify their mortgage payment. I got their mortgage payment down to $993.62. Their interest rate stayed the same, and that still included principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So what was that? That was a savings of over $200 a month. And that was a blessing for them. You know, Sometimes many people, their budget is turned upside down, inside out, and it's not over a lot, what we would consider a lot of money. They just need to make some minor adjustments, or they just had, of course, a permanent loss of income of some sort, and they just need some help. They need some help to get over the rough side of the mountain. Okay. And so I was able to help them. So I want to let you know again, if you're experiencing a loss of income, don't hesitate. Pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. You can visit modifymenow.com, but the best way to get a hold of me is just pick up that phone and dial 714-914-7254. I'm Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. I look forward to working with you and for you. And until then, have a blessed day.